Hi folks, a little different today. Today I'm going to use my machine tools to save me about $950. I'm going to make one of these. Now, what are these, you ask? Where it folded like this so you can get the door open. Problem is, can you see the problem? See what we got old Bob set up for. Well, that's second gear. Should be here. So that's 1,050. Smoother sounding cut. Chips aren't big though. Like I said, I was going to weld this base on real quick. Now you might notice I didn't do any prep work on it. I guarantee you that's about 99% of the welds out in the field by most people. They never take the mill scale off. So what I'm going to do while I got it sitting here is take this old PrimeWeld that I got, thanks to the PrimeWeld people. When we started having problems with that one, the PrimeWeld people saw that video and sent me this one. Pretty dang smart marketing, if you ask me. I got it sitting beside my PrimeWeld, what was it, a 60? Yeah, it's a PrimeWeld Cut 60. I've had for 3 or 4 years. It's doing fine. This is a PrimeWeld Mig 285. This is the original Everlast that I paid for and arrived dead. It's a Cyclone 212. It's still dead. I don't know what we're going to do about that. But sit down there on the bottom in a box. It's in a box because it's driving Don crazy. He says it doesn't. He says he's over it, but I don't think he is. Anyway, as soon as I get some stuff cleared out, we'll open it up. This is the replacement that Everlast sent. Now, the only problem is I now got 3 of these class machines sitting here. 2 work. That one will work. Just needs repaired. But these 2 are heavy and big and not what I wanted to carry around in my trailer. I'm getting old. Not as old as Don, but I am getting older. And lightweight for what I want to do was why I bought that one. Well, Everlast sent this one after they saw that PrimeWeld sent that one because they wanted me to compare 2 machines of the same class. And I understand that I'm still, after 3 welders sitting here, without one that I need. Back over in the back's my trusty Miller 255. That's the one that's always going to stay here in the shop. I use it a lot. And then today we're going to go and pull out the old HTP 221. It's set up with a cooler on the bottom. And that's what I'm going to TIG up this little piece with. As soon as I get it all beveled off and cleaned, I'll bring you back. I'll switch over to the little camera so I can carry it around a little easier. This is the front of the PrimeWeld Mig 285. Got it all hooked up. And I set it up the way that I wanted to use it in the field. There's that stupid on and off switch back here. You got to be able to get to it. Turned it on. Not just on their machine, all these machines have the on off switch back there. Got a Flux. And it should be ready to go. We will see. Maybe running just a little bit hot for what I want to do. And usually, I don't ever have a flux core gun, so I usually run it without this. But keep this in a decent shape, I'm going to put it on here. And like I said, the whole purpose of this machine was to be out in the field on my trailer for doing lightweight welding. That looks like crap. I'm wondering if I'm not getting good enough ground. Stick the ground down here. That's a beefy clamp. Well, that helped a bunch. I think you need to go on up a little bit. Oh, hanging on there. Let's see if this makes a difference. I think we're going to have to go up even higher, but what I basically want is a nice fillet weld in here to give it strength to keep a little bit better fillet there. To get that, I'm going to have to go up a little bit hotter. Up to 1530 on it. Going up a little bit more. Now that's 100 and 80 inches at 18 volts on here now. Let's see what happens. I'm getting a sizzling bacon like I like to hear. 195 inches per minute at 18.4 volts. Now, while that's cooling down, I went and got the little handy chart that they send with it, and just see how close I am to their recommended values. Now, that's doing pretty good there. Use a little bit more wire feed, I think, but let's see what we got. Let's see, up here's 3/16 is what I'm welding. Come down here to Flux core, 0.35, 3/16. It should be 19.5 volts, 240 inches per minute. I'm at 195 and at 18.4. So I'm going to go set it to these values and do these ends and see how it does there. First, I can go ahead and... Yeah, right there in the middle, I could tell. Tell you what, I'm going to set it to their values and we're just going to go over that one there. It's kind of nice. Turn that one dial on the left, and it decreases the inches per minute and the voltage at the same time. It's pouring the heat to it, that's for sure. Sounds a lot better. More of the bacon sound. That's... No griping about using a pair of MIG pliers to do what I see Weld does with the Leatherman. That didn't do too bad at all. Clean it up with a better brush. I think it'll be all right. Now, I don't know for sure what's going on with that welder. The fan's running, and all I can really compare it to is my miller over there, where the fan hardly runs. But you know, they're two totally different types of machines, so I guess that's just the way it is. Now let's get set up and do that one there. taken quite a while to get all set up for all this. Going through and figured out what I want to do, what tips, what everything. Too many choices. Handy little sharpener. Fits on the end of your Dremel. Now, I advise buying a new Dremel for it, leaving it together. Doesn't take long to sharpen them up. As Don would tell you, I'm getting old. My fingers don't work very well compared to what they used to do. And so TIG welding has always been a challenge for me. I've got the left and right down. It's just the dexterity of trying to mess with these rods. So what I do usually is cut them in half. What I do usually is cut them in half. A really tough little aluminum rod there, golly. What I usually do is cut them in half. But about one of these things. Now these things you hold in your hand like this. And you got a wheel up here. And you can advance your rod just by doing this. No more whatever you do. So holding it over here, you just got to remember it's backwards. You want it to go out. You just pull back. We're going to try it out. Like I say, I'm not the world's authority on hardly anything anymore. Stick this out right there. It's about a little bit far, but we'll make it work. All right. Yep, my TIG fingers. This is actually the pad. These work really good for the back of your hand. But you can also use them to rest on. I've got all kinds. I got an HTP kit. I got a Furic Weldmonger Ultimate Pro kit. All kinds of stuff hanging around. Hopefully one of them works. So now I'm going to use the recommended settings from HTP to set up the machine. Let's see if that'll work. Got me a piece of aluminum to practice on. Sanded off the surface so it was clear of the oxides. No, I'm not going to use Mountain Dew to clean it. I'm going to use brake cleaner. Now this is important. I hope you can hear me over that noise. This is non-chlorinated. If you use chlorinated brake cleaner, you will probably kill yourself. Okay? Non-chlorinated. Use chlorinated, you make, I think it's phosphine gas. Bad stuff. In TIG welding, aluminum especially, cleanliness is next to godliness. You know, sometimes they need a little glove. I hate to make a commercial for Weldmonger, but They have some really nice products just for this. I like these thin gloves, and they're big enough to fit my old bear paws. So you need thin gloves. This is where I go. I don't have a temperature gun or stick with me, so I can't really tell what the temperature is on it. But it's got to be better than what it was. That certainly helped wet it. Now I got such a damn hot temp, I gotta not much good at feathering it with my feet yet. Trying to get it down into that crack. Okay, see if I can feather it some with my foot. I need to. need a little bit more. God, it looks terrible. Probably have to start all over. It looks like crap. I need practice. I wondered if I could get down in there some more. Keep more heat over here than up here. All right. Shame to show a good job. That just ruined this piece. Ah. Well, my abilities are not up to snuff to do this properly. I made a royal mess out of it. Thinking over the situation, the problem is I'm trying to weld a real thin piece of aluminum to a 1/2 inch thick piece of aluminum. And whereas MIG might have done it because you're off and on it so quick, I just ain't a good TIG welder yet. Steel, I'm great. Aluminum, I suck the big one. So what do I do? Practice for 10 years. Maybe in retrospect, I should make the cup that goes over the pipe the correct outside diameter and leave it solid so that the two pieces have the same thermal properties, I guess you would call it, and then weld it. Maybe I should just redesign it all together and make a mechanical fitting between this piece and that piece. I could actually drill some holes on this side so that I could put a screw in through there and screw that together. Could maybe go find a hell of a lot better welder than I am. I don't know. I do know I got other things that they're going to have to take precedence for right now. So this is where we're going to end the video. An absolute failure. But like everything else in life, I will learn how to do it, or I'll get around this. It's just a little speed bump. So thanks for watching. Sorry I wasted your time. Bye.